something, because at first I thought it was, something. But the next day, I just said, yo, who killed him? Because I was, like I said, I was locked up. And if I could have got anything, I didn't get nothing. I had nothing. Being locked up, then, I can get a track on the name, then I could do my own hunting from the inside. Bitch motherfucker ain't tell me shit. Bitch nigga told me nothing. Just like when my sister was murdered, nobody told me shit. And I found out once again through a third party. So yeah, I'm in my feelings. You goddamn right. You motherfucking right. To this day, you motherfucking right. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. I'm still in my motherfucking feelings. You motherfucking right I am. Yes, I am. That's the bona fide truth. That's the bona fide truth. Yes, it is. If I told you I wasn't, I'll be lying, and I'm not going to do that. I ain't going to lie. Forget about that. Cowards lie. I ain't scared, man. So, big. I ain't got shit to lie. Fuck, I'm going to lie to you for. You know what I mean? Shit. For what? I'm not no gangster, I ain't no killer, I'm not in the gang, I've never been in the gang, never joined the gang. I've always felt I was the strength. I don't need 1,000 motherfuckers to ever validate who the fuck Ozza is. You dig? You motherfuckers, you people, you wanna feel important. So you go around killing each other. Ain't that a bitch? Nobody say, nah man, fuck that. You dumb motherfuckers get into the rap game, you start making money, and you stay in the hood. You defeat the purpose, you dumb motherfuckers. Nah, man, I'm real. I want to be real. Next thing you know, oh man, a nigga died. At least he was real. Will be on the tombstone, at least he was real. Stupid, but he was real. Shit. Let me get my hands on some money. Not only am I gonna put some rims on my Timbs and roll the fuck out, I may not take none of this bullshit with me. That's right. Take whatever documents and shit that I need, or maybe I got a couple of pair of old sneakers, stuff like that. I take, run with my clippers, but majority of this shit, like I did when I was on drugs, when I was kicking drugs. I had a big TV, I had that Ender, like the one I got now. But I don't think, this one here is Honeywell. I don't know what the other one was. But I had the indoor air conditioner like this one. And DVD player. And on a day in 08, something just tapped me in 08. I've been clean since 08. Something tapped me that time in November. Because when I was on drugs, I told you, crack and heroin. It was the double whammy, man. Imagine this. You gotta do the math there. I'm getting high every day. That's 7 days a week. All day. Try to do the math on that. I don't even know how much money I was spending. And real talk, times I had 40,000, 10,000 in my pocket, like right here. 20, I swear to you, man, pockets was like this, man. You can look at my pocket and the money's in a long way. Because I couldn't fold. It was just too much money. And imagine having that type of money on drugs. I was fly as a motherfucker. I was. Motherfucker, like, oh shit, them sneakers are clear. There's a pair of sneakers they had that, I don't know if y'all remember back in the days, you can pull the outer skin off, the outer layer of the sneakers off, and you have another pair on. So the rubber pair would be like, some of the sneakers of today type material, but you was able to pull those off and have another type of pair of sneakers inside. That was kind of crazy. So I would put hundreds into the sneaker, in both of them. But I didn't know that on it was a thin, clear It was a thin strip that you can see the different color from this material to the next. But I didn't know that as I was walking, the money was coming from under the sneaker, and it was revealing itself on the strip. So motherfuckers be like, oh shit, that's how they sit. That's how they come with the hundreds on the side. And when I went down to look, and in my mind was like, oh shit. And I said, yeah, that's how it comes. I was like, oh shit. Hey man, I've lost so much gear in that journey. I'm talking about some flavor shit, fly shit, man. Once I was getting locked up, man, I ain't give a fuck no more. But in 08, something happened, something different happened, and I just knew for some reason then it was time, and I made a call, you know, and I went back and took whatever little bag that I needed, and I left the door open, and I never went back. I was never going back. Coming back is not even an option. It was not an option. That's why I didn't tell nobody to watch that. I just left the door open, and hey, Merry Christmas to who walks in. And I'm quite sure there was some dope, there was some bags of dope still there, yeah. But for that reason, you know, I just had to, it was just that time. And, you know, I felt good. You know, I felt good about that change, I did. But while I was going through the change, because addiction, man, this motherfucker boy is so strong, man, it's working. And early on, man, shit was happening to me, man, that when I tell these stories, man, it's like, that's bullshit. Nah, let me tell you the story that you'll probably say this is bullshit. I'm on the Iron Horse. And not too many people on this day, or at that time, was on the Iron Horse, but I'm sitting on this side by the door, and I'm somewhat in a slouch position where my left leg has some space underneath it, and I hear something on the ground. I hear something on the ground like a battery or something. When the Iron Horse moved, it makes that move. But I was already in my own zone, so I was, and this is gospel, man. Something rolled out of everybody on this train. Something rose under this left foot. When I lift my left foot up and seeing what it was, I really couldn't believe that out of all the people in the train, this is the crazy part, that a crack pipe like this, a crack pipe like this, rolled from wherever the fuck it was under that left foot. I stepped on it and I said, yo, you ain't shit. And I said that out loud. I said, man, you ain't shit, man. I mean, and I was so, like, how, man? Like, how in the fuck, man, out of everybody, how the fuck everybody here, this happened? I just couldn't understand, you know, it just didn't make sense. And the things that was happening, like dope I would find, crack I would find, like all of a fucking sudden. Nope. Cause that wasn't going to happen. You gotta understand. That was it, homie. That was it. Whatever happened in that journey, I attributed to being a part of maybe what was supposed to happen to me in my life journey. And that drug thing was what it was. It was what it was. You know, no one has reached out a hand. Hey, man, nobody, but there was a dude I didn't know. Let me retract that. There was a stranger and someone I did know. Now, the dude I knew really shed tears, and a stranger, drug dealer, I didn't know this man. Out of nowhere. He said, hey, man, why you out here getting high, man? Out of nowhere. And he would never, ever sell me drugs. I didn't know this motherfucker. And out of all the addicts, this dude would, hey, man, why you out here fucking up, man? What you? And like he seen something. Out of all these motherfuckers in fucked up shape, we was fucked. See, when you in when you being kidnapped by that substance. Really, once it got the grip on you, man, it got the grip on you, man. It's not gonna be an exception. No exception to the rule. And at the end, if you continue to do, you're gonna get the same treatment in the end. All the money in the world ain't gonna save you. That's not gonna save you. Actually, it probably gets you deader quick. Because with the money, you can get the better shit. But you're gonna get some shit that you're gonna use that quality shit the same way you was using that other shit. And that's what's gonna kill you. Because you're gonna get greedy. Motherfuckers say, nah, man, just use a little bit of this. I'm telling you, it's that, like, just use a little bit. You like, nah, man, fuck that shit is bullshit. Nigga, I'm a big ass nigga, man. Put a little bit more of that on there. Give me a little bit more of that. Yeah. And you wake up dead, and now you're mad. You wake up dead, and you're mad. God damn, I left all that money behind. Lord. Who gonna get my shit now? You greedy motherfuckers. God damn, I should have just listened to the motherfucker and used a little bit. Well, too late for that now. Forget about what you should have did. We only go about what you did. You did what the feels up. I'm saying, yes sir, we in the building, flat. We gonna just do the do. We gonna do the do. You gotta stand on some type of principle. See, a lot of you niggas don't know what that is. You don't. No, you don't. These niggas today don't know what that is. No. I take COVID serious. I take it serious. Some of you motherfuckers, you don't take it serious. I don't want to be around you, man. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care who you are, I'm saying. You gonna go get police, nigga, right? You niggas ain't built for that. Yeah, I was in this situation where I got locked up for taking the police gun and shit, right? Uniform cop you talking about. Well, this nigga, that police was a clown. He was a clown. See, back then, police was abusing their authority back then. You see, you motherfuckers of the day, you hear about it now because of recordings. Nigga, I got kidnapped, beat into dehydration. Face was like this. Fucking with them crackers, man. Crazy. So that day, and I remember telling them, getting on the ambulance, and the funny thing was so convenient, there was an ambulance waiting right there, here, waiting right on the corner, waiting. Hey man, we gonna need you right here, man. We got a motherfucker in here. Nah, we ain't gonna kill him, man, but we gonna definitely beat this motherfucker to it. We're gonna dry his insides out. He ain't gonna have no water. You know what I mean? Shit. We're gonna beat that motherfucking nigga like he's been on the beach, no water, just a bunch of salt water. You around salt water, you wanna, you motherfucker. I got on that ambulance and all I asked the motherfucker was water. That's all I said. Walked up to the door like that. Water. Got on the back, lay down, water. And I said, yo, man, the police did this shit, man. And I don't know if I was, I was in bad shape, I know that. And when I left that hospital, St. Barnabas, I remember taking the cab from St. Barnabas all the way back to the other side. I didn't have money on me physically, but I had it inside. And I told the dude to wait right here. And the dude pulled up. He pulled up to the next corner and looked in the mirror. He seen I was just leaning back, all fucked up, man. He felt sorry for me, obviously. He said, nah, all right, man, come on. All right, man, go ahead, man, get out, go ahead. And he pulled out. He looked and just see me all fucked up. He said, man, all right, go ahead, get out. He looked at me and said, nigga, just fuck this nigga up. Bad. That was crazy, man. It really was. And the funny thing, on that day, this police dickhead, I mean, this nigga, black, he was a nigger cop. Nigger cop that thought he was a white boy. This nigga would drive the scooter, you know the scooters. And this nigga, he was playing some whole shit that day, obviously. Because he left the corner. He got up, he got in the scooter, and he parked. And what he did, how he tricked everybody, because he parked, instead of leaving, he went in between the buildings with the scooter and climbed up the fire escape and came back in the building through the roof. So now I'm on the first floor and I'm looking out the window. But this building is 2 stairs. You got the main stairs and you got the side stairs. So the window I'm standing like this, the side stairs, and as I'm looking out through my peripheral, I see a figure coming down the side stairs. But I don't turn my head to look. I really wasn't doing nothing that would get me in trouble at that time. He seen nothing. But what this clown did, he's coming and he jumped down the stairs. Ha ha! This is exactly what this uniformed cop did. He jumped down the stairs. Ha ha! Like, I got you. So I looked at him and I looked back out the window. Because I'm not doing nothing. So all that jumping down and ha ha and shit, nah, man. If I was doing something, when he jumped down the stairs, I could have been out. So no, because my peoples lived in the building. I mean, I'm be real with you. I was selling drugs, but he didn't see me, put it like that. So if you wasn't seeing me, I wasn't doing nothing, technically. Because I have a few $100s on me when I got arrested, and he returned it to me. You know, once they take your property, and once I got locked up, once the nosy bitch nigga waiting at the light, seeing me running out the building, running down the stairs and putting a gun under the car, and I started to get away from that. And the funny thing at the time, man, police was on some dumb shit that day. And I mean, stupid. Because had they not, and let me just tell you how this place went. I'm in the building, situation happens, and you know, I get hand on the gun. And not the way he said it, but I got my hand on the gun. Anyway, so I'm out. And as I'm coming out the building, because there's 2 buildings that are all also located. So once you come out this building, you're in the courtyard. In this building, then there's another building there. Then the stairs go down. Now, but because this building is the block factor to the stairs coming out the building, you're not going to see what I seen once I got past that building. This block right, the building here blocked that street. And once I got past it, through my peripheral, I seen it. The gun, had the gun like this in my hand. I was going this way with the gun. Now the gun is this way. But as I'm, actually it's not out, but it's, I'm in a running motion like this, in other words. And so when I get past it and I see, once I'm getting past the corner, I can see blue. So the gun, as I'm getting, I see the blue in the corner of the eye. So I goes down the stairs because at the time, there was cars parked on that sidewalk in front of the building. And now the police vehicles are in the street. It's like 6 cars in the street blocking in front of the building. And the police were in the streets on their cars looking like this for the number of the building. I don't know if they was put on some dumb shit that day, but they was like, police was out the vehicles looking. Nobody said go up the stairs. They just like this, looking for the number, looking real stupid, I'm telling you. They're like this, looking for a number to be outside. Nobody said, yo, go up the stairs. And I said, had that happened, things would have probably been totally different for me, we talking about. When I got locked up because of the snitch, if that snitch said nothing, they get their gun back. Yeah, you get it back. But, but because somebody's at the red light and looking in this direction, he sees it. He sees what's going on because he's on some nosy shit. And as I'm going by, hey, officer, and I'm running thinking I'm a few more steps, they snatch my feet. And I'm going forward. But anyway, as I'm coming back, I see the officer coming, his shirt is out, and he looking like he's seen the look on his face. That's all I tell you. The look on that motherfucker's face that day, that morning or afternoon. Woo wee! It was like he's seen. That's something he would have to be honest about. That's the day he would have to say, if you ask him today, what was the scariest time in your life when you thought you was going to get shot? I believe he would go back to that day. Honestly, I think he would. I think he would say it would have to be there because he folded up like he did, man. He put himself in a position. Now he's on the ground and he's on some other shit. He is. I word as Barney was. That's really what it was that day, man. I was really upset that you kept fucking with no reason. Boy, if that was somebody else, or if that was this time, shit. And as I got to the precinct and he gave me everything back, there was two white boys. So when I got to the precinct, whatever properties they took, I had a few $100s, they gave me back the money. And there's two white boys at the door, and they asking this dude about that backup. Hey man, you ain't have a backup on you? And I'm listening to this, and I'm like, oh shit, I was so molasses slow. And I'm just thinking, if he had a motherfucking, that backup on him, that's justified. Even though he put himself in a position, he'd have probably been looked at as some type of hero or something. And he put himself in a fucking position. And that's the fucked up part. He put himself there. I mean, are you not, as a man, are you not allowed to defend yourself? Yes, you are. I don't care what color a motherfucker has on when they trying to make an arrest. If you're not doing nothing just because they got an offer, a uniform on, give them the right to harass you. Nah. Because what this clown wanted me to do that day, he wanted me to turn around and just handcuff myself. He wanted me, hey, just turn your hands around and go like this, and I'm going to handcuff you, and I'm going to take you to your people's house, and they're going to say, hey, man, you know this man? Yeah, I know this man. And we're going to take the cuffs back off. Nah, nigga, we don't got to do all that bullshit. Let me go to the intercom, and let me call him down. He come down and say, hey, that's my people's, and you can get the fuck about my face. But no, that clown didn't want to do that. He didn't want to do that simple thing. He wanted me to just turn around and handcuff myself. He was so stuck on handcuffing me. Right man. He had the right man, but he definitely had the wrong motherfucking plan. I was not going to do that. You know how many times I had these hands in cuffs? Serious? And you just going to come fuck with me for no reason, because you had actually not a reason. And I'm telling you, hey man, my peoples live here. And I'm not going to take, I wasn't going to take the police there. I was not going to do that. That was just something I wasn't going to do. Regardless, I wasn't going to take the police to his place. I was not going. That's not going to happen. That's why I said, let me get on the intercom. He could have said, yeah, just call him down. And I would have went, called him, and I'd have came right back. Police could have stood right the fuck. He could have stood right over there. I'd have went down. Hey, I need you down here, man. You got this clown harassing a nigga, man. I need you to tell him we peeps, man, so you can get the fuck out of my face. But no. And I kept trying to give this motherfucker the respect that he didn't even deserve. He kept trying to grab my hand, and hey man, brother, come on now. I'm not even doing nothing, man. He was so persistent. And when I realized, there was a time when I just realized me trying to act like this bitch ass nigga and keep giving this clown respect, and he just keep kicking me in my ass, and man, fuck your respect, nigga. And nah, I'm not, first of all, I'm not doing nothing. You had not a reason. So if you telling me we can go upstairs, what's the purpose of doing this when we can go to the intercom? You see what I'm saying? So you want to handcuff me so we can go all get on the elevator or go up the stairs and go in front of a door. Hey man, you know this dude? Yeah, I know, he cool. Nah, that just wasn't going to happen. You know, that first of all, that would just look like some clown shit. You gotta understand the visual there. Hey man, nigga P, man, we handcuffed, man, brought the nigga to the spot. Brought the nigga to the spot. So you know the nigga, nah, man, I wasn't gonna do that. It was just some personal shit. Really not what people would thought, but just me as an individual. I just couldn't do that. See myself, you know, being in that position and having to bring this clown all the way up to your shit. Nah, we could do that. We could do the intercom thing. We could have did that. And we would, I wouldn't be talking to you about this. But that motherfucker, he was so stuck on. He was so persistent. And nigga, no, I'm going to handcuff your black ass. I am going to handcuff your black ass. I don't give a fuck if you ain't doing nothing, nigga. I am stuck on handcuffing you. So you're going to do it my way. It's just my way. Do you hear me, boy? That's what it was damn near like. Trust me on that. Now I'm in a position, I got to two-piece this motherfucker with no biscuits. I just got to, you know, but I'm playing it in my mind that if I rock this dude, because, you know, I know I'm a hard hitter, man. But I was able to two-piece him. And it played exactly like I played it out in my mind. Exactly. And I'm saying if I two-piece him and don't knock him out, expect this motherfucker. You see, I was always, you know, if it happens this way and if it don't happen this way, this has got to be that reaction. I got to be able to be prepared for the rush and be able to sidestep it or whatever that needs to be done, because the brain is fucked up. So when your brain is fucked up, what you gonna do? You can't allow yourself to remain out in an open, and you're not really, you need to get your ass on, and that's what the nigga did. He was able to get at me quicker than I was able to sidestep him. And once he grabbed me, he also locked his legs around me. But at the time, because the way he had me locked, these were free. So he had my arms, he had these arms pinned, but he didn't never have my fingers secured at all. He had the legs, or his legs around my legs, and he had his grip at the upper part, but these were open. And I never, ever thought about, even in that position, touching that man's weapon. Not even in that goddamn position. And I'm fucking, my hand is brushing it because of the struggles and all that. But never did I say, hey, let me grab this man's gun out of that holster. I just couldn't do that. As a man, I didn't do that. But through the struggles, how the gun ended up the way it ended up on the ground, I never touched it. Actually, I don't even know how to get it out. But what they did is they tampered with the interior locking bar. That's what they did. And the story was written, I pulled this Glock, which was mathematically really impossible. Because at that time, he was an 11-year veteran. Knowing how to, I'm quite sure, had he not been brain rocked, but even in the state he was in, I still did not touch his holster. I never touched his gun. Never in my fucking life. The lie he told was that I grabbed it. And in the process of me grabbing it with my hand, I pulled it and tore the interior locking bar, which is bullshit. Which is fucking bullshit. how the DA went for it, how anybody went for that bullshit. Nobody questioned. I even asked him, I said, yo, man, that's bullshit, man. There's no way this is, and I'm telling, because I'm financially embarrassed, you know, I had to have one of them punk ass, you know, Judas lawyers that work with the city. They ain't trying to get you out. They ain't trying to do none of that bullshit. Even when you giving them solid points. I had to wait on Rikers Island fighting that goddamn case like 3 years, yeah, something like that. And you know what happened in that time? Khalid Muhammad, bless the brother's soul, he was in Harlem, and something happened where niggas was going ape shit. They was going ape shit against the police. He was going ape shit. People in the crowd was going at the cop. One dude went to pull the cop's gun, and guess what happened? That's when I seen that. That's my case right there. Because what was supposed to happen to the cop, in my case, is the same thing that happened to the cop in the Khalid Muhammad case. When the dude pulled the gun, the police was shot. He was trying to pull the holster out of the clip, out of the jump off, and the police got shot in the leg. And another thing, while I was yanking the gun out, if you look back at these pictures, I had one scratch on me, not one. That was not consistent. That was just not consistent with a motherfucker ripping the gun out like this clown said. There was just no way. It's like a motherfucker trying to take your gun. Take your gun. Imagine the fight you gonna put up for your life. Imagine that fight. Nobody wanted to hear them type of reasonings. Motherfuckers didn't understand. Nobody said, yo, you know something? That's right. Yeah, man, where's his injuries? Why is this man, what's going on? How 11-year veteran can fix his fucking lying lips with the help of probably the sergeant and whoever was on deck to rip the holster out? God can imagine trying to explain that shit. He got his gun back, but imagine trying to explain that to white folks back at the precinct. Because when they had me handcuffed, he was coming down the stairs. When they was bringing me back, he was coming down. And like I said, he had his shirt out and he was looking like, the look on his face